Where'd it go? There it goes. There it is.
That's cool. Been there the whole time.
Okay, that's...
Oh, that's metal. Touch it.
Oh. Yeah. Touch them together.
God, is that safe?
I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Voting metal.
Can't touch your bat?
No.
I'm pregnant! I wish this was more conductive. I wonder if it could like burn something.
We should probably test it out, right?
Why you both look at me?
I could hold this end. It'll never hurt.
That would suck.
I wonder how conductive it is, honestly. Like if you turn that on and put it in the pool, or bathtub.
Yeah, let's throw the...
No, this is... I'm talking about the jelly.
Throw the microwave in the bathtub.
So we're all agreed this would suck?
Yeah.
Because this is conductive. Watch when it goes on the... It just stays on that. Oh, you probably can't see.
Touch
Oh, we can see it.
Touch my metal.
Oh, God.
Wait.
That's a dumb idea.
Wait, I'm touching metal. What am I doing?
There's metal here.
I'll just go real light and we'll see how much makes it. Just one like
That's how
that.
electricity works. Just lightly touch me with it.
He's gonna jam you with this thing.
There you go.
If you're just listening.
We almost had him.
Weapons.
Weapons. So many weapons. Oh, wait, yeah. Shoot.
You have... Oh, are we going? You messed it up.
Weapons. Oh, I shouldn't. Demonetization.
Demonetization.
You're right.
Yeah.
Point being, we got a lot of weapons.
This isn't a bat.
Yeah, it is. It's specifically only a bat.
I'm trying to make you money.
What's funny is this is the first thing I've seen that, like, this is just a bat, but it's not for baseball at all.
You just know what it's for when you hold it.
Yeah.
You almost wanna.
Kinda a little bit. It's designed for...
It's that tactical
To wanna.
It's designed for wanna. It's heavy, dude. It'd be hard to, like, tell someone, like, if there was someone, like, an intruder, and you used this, and like, oh, okay, so you used a weapon. Like, no, it was a baseball bat I had in the corner. This, when you hold it, you know you wanna.
You mean the death rod?
Yeah, dude.
You named it? I put stickers on it.
Willie Mays' death rod.
And his bat.
And his bat.
You know. Welcome to Couchfish.
Why'd you kind of... I was tased.
That was good. Blake, your turn.
Couchfish.
That was pretty. See, that's good. See how you said the words?
Yeah, I know I heard it. You want me to go again?
Try again.
Gosh.
That was better somehow. Even as bad as that was, it was still better.
You're welcome.
One last try?
Best out of the three?
Yeah.
Cash fish.
We'll fix it in post.
We're getting
It's totally fine.
Yeah, this is Blake.
We have Blake on today!
Yay!
Hey!
Who obviously needs all the introduction possible.
Literally every introduction he has.
This is my cousin Blake from Alaska. He is the super heavyweight champion of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Alaska. He is also a real estate agent.
Also,
There he
so
is.
if you need to buy some houses.
So if you need a house, I'm pivoting.
Or if you test him for any reason,
or if you don't buy the house,
you will find out real fast.
Buy or die.
Buy or die. Oh, I can see that on a bus stop.
Yeah, I could have my gi and be kind of like real cheesy.
Yeah.
your business card.
Do it or else.
Do it or else.
I know where you live now.
Thanks for coming over, man. By the way, if you need anything around the area, I sell.
Yeah.
And if you don't want anything, I know where you live.
Yeah.
Just scan the QR code. It's my resume.
All my clients sell every 3 years. I need that turnover. I know where you live.
We'll get you out of here.
Tell them more. I know the lore goes deeper.
Like of what?
So you're cousins, right?
We're cousins.
There's all different kinds of cousins.
First
First cousins. That's close.
Close first cousins.
Close first cousins. We grew up quite a bit together. We moved around a lot.
Together you moved around it?
I think I've lived
with
with
me.
him more than I've lived with my own family.
That's straight up growing up. You're like brothers, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's what it felt like. And then he left.
I didn't leave. You left.
And then you didn't stay. When I came back, you were gone.
Wow! That is ridiculous to do.
Can't believe.
Yeah, I left for a couple of years. When I came back, you were gone.
8 years I was gone.
Guilt trip.
Which is like less than 10% of your life, depending on how long
8 years you were gone?
8 years, and he left.
He went
Somewhere in that time span,
I
you got bored?
I got him one of his first jobs, and he left. I was like, come on.
That job took years off of my life.
dishwashed for years and waited for me. And still had pruny
I'm
hands.
so sorry I didn't wait in Alaska.
You were
making
trying to cut-
$12 an hour.
You were trying to cut him at the knees, give him the worst job possible. Be like, good, now I'll never leave. He'll wait.
Hey,
Wait for me.
you want a
here.
good job? Well, I got this other job.
I do too, so let me know if you find one. Until then.
Yeah, he quit right after I got the job and went and got a
Yeah.
way better job.
We never got to work together was the bummer because we were both the same. We were both dishwashers.
You were his replacement.
Yes.
Pretty much. No, they wanted me there. I remember distinctly when I left, the son of the owner said, "You'll never find a better job than this." I was a dishwasher for like 10, 15 hours.
That checks
First
out.
of all, sir, suck me.
I was like, what? Even at the time, it wasn't like
From
looking
back.
back. It was like in the moment, I was like, you know how ridiculous that sounds. Like, don't you?
To his face, did you say that?
No, I wish.
Oh,
I
man, you really have to.
No, I didn't have the confidence.
We were young.
We should call him.
We should call him.
We should.
He needs to know he can't get away with that. Something that insane to say to someone.
I had many better jobs.
Doing
That's all I'm
good
saying.
now. So good.
You know what's crazy? When I left that job, I didn't have a job, and that was better than that job.
I was homeless for a period. So much
So
better.
I loved it. 5 out of 5.
I actually had no job at one point. Much better.
Much
job.
better than that job.
Yeah.
But we worked together a few times, and that felt like, in my memory, what this feels like now. Like, it was so much fun. I remember getting off the shift and be like, I could do 10 more hours of that. Where it was just like we were having so much fun. But it was like twice, and then I quit.
Yeah.
Oh, literally 2 shifts?
Yeah,
like
like
we
a busy
just, they
Sunday or
didn't
something.
need like 2 dishwashers. It was a small place. They didn't need 2 dishwashers. So it was like, it's going to be a really busy day for whatever reason.
We'll cut 2 dishwashers in today.
Yeah, I can only think of one time it happened, actually. It may have been twice. But we were too good at our jobs. If we'd been a little less efficient, we probably could have worked together.
We just played around most of the time.
But anyways. So, yeah. That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, I did overstay my welcome in that job.
You stayed a long time.
I stayed a long time as a
I was a
dishwasher.
little surprised.
Wait,
how long
you can't overstay your welcome in a job.
I was a dishwasher for like 10 years. I was
Okay.
joking. It was,
I am currently still flying back to Alaska on Sundays to wash these dishes.
On days they need 2 dishwashers.
Which is
I'm
seldom.
that guy.
I'm still that guy. He feels like the big boss. You know, we walk back to a job that you, even if you weren't like, you just feel so grown up. I remember I had a different job and I came back in, I was like, oh, yeah, let me show you what I know about this. And at that
Doing
time,
different things.
I was a custodian, so I wasn't much higher on the run.
That's very funny.
Have you taken poop lately? I would.
I now clean toilets. So
Yeah.
I moved up in the world.
That's, if you believe it or not, that's upgrading.
Yes, from what this job
A
was.
better job.
And
And
the
the
side
current-
note, better than this job. Found it real quick.
The current 13-year-old is working. I was like, that sucks, man.
Things are pretty good here, and I comb my hair over my bald spot.
Yeah. And
Just
more
fine.
falls out.
Where's my hook?
Goes all the way around.
I've been using dog shampoo.
That's all I can afford.
You can buy it bulk. We did use horse and mane for a while. Speaking
did.
of different.
You used horse and mane? You actually did that? That joke from Blades of Glory? You guys actually did that?
Yeah, my
It's
mom
like
used
most-
horse and mane.
Everyone uses horse and mane. That was a normal thing.
Everyone doesn't use horse and mane.
Everyone,
All right, put it down. Put the fist down.
everyone does it, Cameron.
Everyone.
Is it good? Does it work?
I guess.
Oh, wait, hold on.
It's very
Brandon
slippery
pretty
for.
much would-
I never used it in my hair, but it was.
It worked great for other... Yeah, it did good.
It's so slippery.
It got the job done.
Yeah.
I can now see why horses are... Yeah, I'm talking about your penis.
You got it.
Yeah, everywhere, right here. If you're just listening, I'm gesturing towards my wiener.
Yeah. Oh, if you're just listening, he was talking the entire time about using it as lubricant to masturbate with.
I was not doing the hand motion
He
like
was
that.
doing this, dude.
I was not.
Listen, whoever's listening, I'm being dead serious. It was really graphic. He was.
Okay.
Oh my God. I saw him like it looked like he looked like for some reason he spread the skin down to the base
Gross.
to make it extra tight, and then like spit.
For those of you
Watching.
just listening,
For you watching,
Don't tell anybody what you saw here.
Blake was actually my Cameron before my Cameron.
okay, I heard this. So you guys just make
Quite
you guys
the
had
upgrade.
videos. You'd make jokes. You would do like bits when I'm back in the Jackass days, right?
Yeah, I think that was the popular thing. I feel like I'll talk about it, but I feel like it's somewhat offensive at this point.
I don't think so.
Okay, well then this was Blake's idea. We used to dress up as quote unquote
Black people.
fat people.
Oh, no. I've still got to sell real estate when I get home.
We used to be in blackface. Continue, I'm
Just
sorry.
wiping it off earlier today.
Oh my
Still
God.
like in the creases of your eyes.
Showed up at the airport like that.
Yeah. I just had a sign that said,
You know this outside? I'm in blackface. Oh no.
coming down the escalator.
Oh my God. Everyone's like, yeah, we know. That's the problem.
You can see it.
We can see it. For those of you just listening, you can tell that.
Yeah.
Like my sign says.
You have
For those of you listening, they are currently in blackface.
Cameron didn't vote.
You didn't vote either. It's not. Wait, it's not voting time yet.
It's not voting time.
It's not voting time yet. Brandon's not gonna vote.
I will. We used to dress up as fat people.
yes.
Is that insensitive?
I don't think it's insensitive. I think just saying.
I think you could be the spokesperson.
What are you gonna
Sorry,
say?
why do you think that exactly?
If you're just watching, he's pointing.
If you didn't know jujitsu, dude.
My man, don't punch me. It's not part of the rules.
Oh, I'm trying to do this.
I'm trying to dap you up, dog.
Dap me up.
Oh.
My man. Now dap me up, dude. Finish the dap. For those of you listening, I have a zombie apocalypse weapon on my arm.
Honestly, for those of you listening, why?
Yeah, stop listening and go to YouTube.
Just watch it.
Start
It's so
watching.
much better. So we would literally stuff clothes like jackets and pants with pillows and stuff, and
Everyone's
go to
done that.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone went to, that was the hangout spot in our little town, though, for sure. Like, if you didn't know what to do, you just go hang out at Walmart.
I was born and raised in West Sacramento, sir. Walmart is still the spot.
Okay. I want to make sure that was not abnormal for people, but it's like we would just walk in the aisles. Like I never do that now.
Were you raised in a poor community?
Yeah.
Then that's what we do. I'm telling you.
Extremely.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm telling you that's what we do.
I think
good
it's
to know.
called Arkansas.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
It was fun. We did a lot of stupid stuff and
Yes.
filmed it and posted. A lot of it's on Facebook.
I grew up to do adult things. Brandon never did. And here he is.
If you're just watching, I'm super mad.
It's still the case.
Very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
I just got real good at
The
it.
family still asks when he's going to get a real job.
Are you serious?
No, I
I'm
don't.
going-
Oh my God.
I'm going back to dishwashing. It's real.
Yeah, finally, a respectable job.
My family will finally respect.
This is going to dry up for you at some point.
I asked
like
you
a
because I
decade
had
later.
to. I had to clarify because there is to like people in my family, like my my grandfather on this side will be like, yeah, you're still doing your fun little hobby with your YouTube things. Grandpa, I'm gonna pay off your house in a couple of years. Chill out.
The reason you have that breathing apparatus, Grandpa,
Yeah, that's paying for your oxygen.
we get it for free.
What it made it sound like is you injured him to need that breathing apparatus.
The reason you have that.
The reason you're on.
You talk to me like this again, you ain't gonna need that oxygen.
Wait.
You want to go back to the cane?
I'm gonna heal you.
I'm gonna heal you.
I'm not gonna need that oxygen.
That
heal
sounds
you.
nice.
I'm gonna heal you back to like 24 years old. So you have to live in this world like
No.
you're young.
No.
Good luck with pronouns, asshole.
He, she.
We don't even can't figure it out. Nobody can.
So old.
So, come on, guy.
That's pretty much it.
That is not pretty much.
That's not
it.
pretty much
Like,
it, first
you
of
do
all.
some-
You
Normal life.
You've said it twice now. I feel like you're trying to stop me from learning something that you both.
Pretty much
It's
it.
a deep dark.
That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
I will say this.
Oh God.
This is the man who claims my child is named after. It is incorrect. His legal first name is Jameson
Oh yeah.
Blake.
Here's my. Go ahead.
Sure,
I
I
gotta
got
say, you know what sucks worse? Is that his son's name is Jameson, but he makes the point to be like, it's not after you. That's
the thing.
crazy.
Here's the thing. So I'm naming my son. I'm gonna name my son, and we're going through names, and we think to ourselves, Cameron. And I say to my wife says Cameron's a great name. And I say, oh, I know Cameron. And then we don't do it. That's what happens every time. So the
Yeah.
fact that he said Gloria said Jameson, and he said, oh, my cousin brother has that name, and we're like both still cool with it. Good enough to not be named after.
Well, you want to hear how that conversation actually went?
I do badly.
no.
I bet it's bad. You're not gonna feel good about
No,
this.
I'm not gonna feel
Earmuffs. Earmuffs, Blake.
I was feeling pretty good about it so far. Wait, yeah, go ahead. I have one more naming after me story though.
I have one after that.
And I have a third.
Okay, so it's gonna
I
go
know
Blake.
kids.
It's gonna go me. It's gonna go. Okay. So I say to my wife during just a random talking, "Oh yeah, I was supposed to be named Jameson,"
Yes.
and so I was
Okay.
supposed to be Jameson Chase Farris.
You got a secondhand name? Ew, dude. What?
He doesn't even use it. He doesn't even
He
goes
doesn't
by his
use
middle
it.
name.
It's kind of like slobbery still.
Yeah.
This has been used before.
This is Brandon's. We didn't give it
I
to
would
him,
like
though.
to go by Blake now.
No thanks, Mom. I choose Blake. Is that your middle name or choose that?
No, it's my middle name. So here's the quick side note. The reason I'm Blake, I've always been Blake, is my mom did not like how Blake Jameson sounded. So it's Jameson Blake Shrek Ice, not Blake Jameson Shrek Ice, which to me does sound wrong, but I don't know if it just sounds wrong because I've always been Jameson Blake.
Say both again.
Okay, so if my name is like, hey, my name's Blake Jameson. Not right.
That sounds sexy.
I like Blake Jameson.
Jameson Blake.
That
Name's
that
Jameson
rolls
Blake.
better.
That rolls better. Okay, it rolls better. That's what it is.
Because
Blake
you're like, what's your
Jameson.
middle name?
Everett.
Everett Cameron.
Sorry, what was that?
Cameron Everett.
If you're just watching, Blake made a face.
You're just watching. Blake said,
If you're watching without the sound on.
I love subtitles.
We have
EEUUGGH.
a diverse audience here. Can we just do it all at once? Anyways, I was going to make a point, but most people's
Everett
middle name,
Cameron, Cameron Everett.
most people's middle name is less syllables than their first name. I feel like yours is
Like
the same.
Sarah Jane.
Sarah Jane, Brandon Chase,
Oh, so
Jameson
Jane
Blake.
Sarah sounds weird.
Jane Sarah.
Jane, rather than Sarah Jane?
Yeah.
Sounds great. Jane Sarah. We have more syllables in the middle name. It sounds weird. That's what you're saying.
Yes, I think so. And then your last name should be more syllables if you can help it.
You're like a name elitist. I love this.
You can change it. So we did talk about Domasky. It should be Domasky.
It should be Domasky. So, yeah, to catch you up, I was saying a while back how everyone, since my birth really, has put an N in my last name. So instead of Domasky, people say Domansky. And I was like, why do they do that? And then you, along with a couple other people in my past, have been like, because it sounds better. And I was like, okay, you, first of
Yeah,
all, right?
yeah.
Right, go die in fire. And second of all, that's totally fair, because I'm the only Domasky. Our family's the only Domaskys on the face of the planet.
I think when a lot of immigrants came over, you kind of chose how to spell your name. And
That
you didn't-
part.
So there's like another Shrek Ice family, I don't know if you're aware of, on the East Coast that has been missing like a C or something from the way we spell it. It's like, it's the same Shrek Ices. But they're like, it was like two brothers that split off and they're like, they're German.
One didn't know how to spell.
They didn't have the phone to text each
Neither
other.
of them knew how to spell. Like, I don't know what they could speak English or what, so they just write anything. So go ahead and finish the story. I'm very
Told
curious.
my wife I was supposed to be named Jameson. She said, "Wow." I said, "But my cousin's name is Jameson."
She's like,
And she was like,
So?
"No, like you led with that and sold." So
Oh,
either
cool.
way,
Oh,
Jameson,
nice. Okay, cool.
Either way, Jameson was gonna be Jameson. Here's something.
I
fun.
could have been heinous enough that she could like, we just can't do it. But she just didn't know me enough. It's probably the
That's what I'm worried about, is her being like, who?
Well, your brother Roby,
Yes.
my other cousin.
Did you?
Damn, he got Roby? That's a cool name.
Robithius is the way he likes to be called. No,
Wait,
it's
okay.
just Roby.
That's not real.
That's not real.
So for the longest time, up until maybe when he came to visit, Gloria would refer to him as the pretty one's husband
Oh, Diana?
because she just knew Diana.
Your wife?
No,
No, she had never met any of this side of the family.
thank God.
She had met
She's not
Diana
met
and
my
Roby,
wife.
Okay.
and so she won't call Roby Roby.
It's the pretty one's husband.
She'll say the pretty one's
Is
husband.
Diana's gorgeous.
To my wife, yes. Diana is very pretty.
There it is.
She
Nailed
is
it,
very
dude.
pretty.
Come on, I fucking lobbed that for you.
No, she's very pretty. but my wife thinks she
We're
is
all
like
married here.
extraordinarily pretty.
Nice.
Enough to not call a man by his non-given name.
Yeah, well, I didn't even ask, actually.
But you were like this literally 2 days ago. We were talking about our new baby.
Oh, good,
And
Blake.
she literally said,
Blake,
if your
Blake,
cousin's name
Blake.
wasn't Blake, I would have named this child Blake.
Listen. That is the third time I've heard that. People like the name Blake, but they don't like me enough to name it.
Oh,
We gave you Jameson to deal with it.
You know what's messed up? I thought it was because then she met Blake and she was like, you know what? I would name our kid Blake.
She didn't say it, but she could be that.
No, it was the opposite. She heard Blake and was like, that's a sick name.
She has met me.
But that's
I think we
cheaper.
really hit it off.
Yeah.
I think she went away happy.
She also does not call you by your first name either.
What did she call me?
She doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I'm good with that.
I don't think she's met Shelby, has she?
No.
Who's
I don't
Shelby?
think So, my wife,
What? Okay.
the greatest woman of all time.
Obviously. Well,
And he's trying to get you to talk about your brother's wife.
two greatest women of all time.
I'm married as well.
Maria Gloria
Yep.
and Shelby.
And Roby's wife.
And Roby and Roby's wife.
The pretty one.
Three perfect women.
Wow.
And all of our moms.
All of
And
them.
all of our moms
Every single one of our moms.
are all the number one slot.
Numero unos.
Yeah, they're side by side.
In fact, I'll say every woman
Every woman on the planet's equal.
in the number one slot.
Yep.
All
Wow.
best. And number 2, all men.
That's funny because didn't you vote for Trump?
Sorry, what's up?
Yeah, if you're just watching.
I haven't voted yet because it's not time to vote, and you would know that if you're a conscientious voter.
I've already voted.
How did you vote? You didn't vote.
Cameron, I hate to break this to you.
What?
You can early vote.
Election day is Tuesday.
Wait.
As in,
Oh wait, voting's been open?
it's closed.
You joking?
Sunday was the last day you can vote.
You mess with me right now?
I'm not. You you missed it by a mile.
And you choose to bring this on the podcast right now?
Oops. I also missed it.
Should we talk about who you voted for? I bet half the people listening right now would prefer that Brandon didn't vote. And the other half are very happy that you voted.
I don't. Yeah, so you're welcome to vote.
And by the way, he picked yours.
Yeah, the one you like,
Yeah.
I also like.
I didn't pick your opponents.
You're welcome.
Number one rule of sales. People always ask me on the house sales side, what do you think of the house? And I say, what do you think of the house? Because that's exactly what I
That's
think.
how
of it.
I feel as well.
That's how
Too
I
small? Yeah. Honestly, I'm cramped. I'm
It is
claustrophobic right
gross.
now.
It is
Gross.
hilarious, like listening to yourself showing the same house to different clients, though, because you are like, yeah, 'cause you kind of know their needs. But anyways,
Do you have those moments where then you say something or agree with something, and then you go, that's exactly the opposite of how I feel?
I do. I remember the first time I sold a really crappy house, and I thought,
Oh.
people
you're a
will buy anything. I'm not a liar. They knew it was a crappy house.
If you're just watching,
It was a rough house.
you're watching a liar.
I'm watching a liar.
If you're
All
just
real
listening,
estate
his
agents.
pants are on fire.
So
So you sold a crappy house, and then you walked out of there, like, looked at your hands, like, what have I done?
people will buy anything. No, they knew what it was. They're gonna fix it up or whatever. At least that was their plan.
Obviously. Yeah, it's not like selling a bad car that you're saying is good. They can see with their eyes.
No, yeah, there's definitely a difference there. But
Yeah.
you're just like, so at that point, it's really hard for someone who's like, what do you think of this? And it's like, I wouldn't pick the crown molding, but it's like, if you like it, who cares? Like, I'm not living here, so it's like a weird question to ask your realtor. By
That
the
is
way.
true.
Side note,
So they asked the realtor, like, how do you feel about this?
yes,
Do the people ask you that? They care?
all the time.
Interesting.
Person of authority. No, I think they're really looking for probably not the style stuff. They're looking for like, do you think this is like a sound house? It's going to be good. Also, not a realtor thing. It's like we should get an inspection and find out what the
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's not my job.
Also
I'm
not my
flipping
expertise.
this.
Yeah,
Why the? Hey, Blake, why the toilet not flushy? Not a plumber.
I'll take care of that.
Honestly,
Not my
Mr.
expertise.
Realtor, do you like this dress?
How do you feel about it?
Honestly?
Yes,
Don't like the
great.
crown
I
molding.
agree.
the crown molding's solid.
Crown molding.
There is some structural damage.
It's gonna take a lot of money.
They're gonna have to flip this thing.
Fill out no disclosures. No historicals,
It
please.
is low income housing down here.
All right, you got a name story. Something getting named after you?
No, I just felt left out.
Oh man.
I know.
All right, I'll tell mine real quick. Had a client. It was like a pretty normal deal. Some weird stuff happened. We get to the closing. Right before we're closing, it was like this big stressful thing happened. Spoiler alert, we close, it's no problem. But it's always like, oh, these people's houses, their money's at stake, all this stuff. We figured out, but in the midst of that, she's like, oh, by the way, I'm not going to make it up yet. I've got this puppy to take care of. I was like, oh, cool, what kind of dog is it? Like, well, she's like, well, first, guess what I named it? I was like, did you name it Blake? I had a dog named after me. That's how much
Whoa.
my
That's
clients
beautiful.
like me. Yes.
She was
It was
like-
after you specifically, not
Would
to
you,
Blake, but
here's an opportunity. What dog do you think it was?
Very hairy.
Yeah, it's
all
dogs are hairy.
Sure they are.
yeah, all right, man.
You should
Keep
know
telling
I
yourself.
have curly blonde hair when it's not short.
Okay, so
Golden Doodle.
I would say a bull mastiff.
It was a Doberman pinscher.
No, dang.
Oh,
Which is nothing like me.
What?
I was like, that was the wrong name for that dog.
Is this back when you had braids?
I know. I was like, that's not me.
Was this back when you were walking on all fours all the time? Barking at people?
slobbering?
Yeah, the dog that sold us this house.
Yeah, it could be
Very
taken
good boy.
as an insult.
Good
It's a
boy.
good boy. Oh man, so many treats I got.
so many bite marks.
That's all I had for the name.
Did you dress up in like a really nice suit every time you go show a house?
No, not in Alaska.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yes, no.
It's the opposite, right?
I remember I picked someone up with, my beard was bigger, and he's like, can we do an Asian accent? Because he was Asian. Is that still not good to do?
There's no editing. You could ask.
There's no editing. You can ask them right now.
I won't
You can do
it.
it.
I won't do it. But anyways, he's like, I'm so glad that I have a real Alaskan showing me houses. I pick him up to go like show houses, and I was like, he's like, do you live here all year round?
That's your selling point.
Now that's funny. Hold on.
Yeah,
That's very good.
yeah, it really is.
Now,
Like,
what
so
does
it's
it
part of
really
it.
sound like?
Yeah.
His English was so good.
I do like that an Asian guy is going to Alaska and be like, just basically treating you like an animal. You're like, wow, a true Alaskan, huh? Can I touch your hair?
Yeah, I bet you. So no, we get out. I believe he's from China. Yeah, he's from China, and I'm trying to remember the context of this. So we're on a property.
probably help if you-
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we see a little snowshoe hare, and I was like, oh man, perfect time. Let me go grab the 22 that's in my truck, and I'm halfway there.
Oh.
And I was like, I shouldn't shoot this on someone else's property because we're just showing it, you know. I was like, but I'll. The guy was so enthralled with the 22 gun.
The idea of a gun.
The idea of a gun, he's like, can I hold it? I remember asking. He was very like
Oh,
ginger.
no.
And I was like, yeah, you can hold it.
You let him hold it?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God.
I want
Shoot me with
20
a
grand
22.
off this house.
I was.
Oh, yeah.
I was unconcerned about that happening. He's like, ooh, like, where's the trigger at?
That's more than I'm worried about. That's what I was worried about. He doesn't have the training at all.
Oh, I took the magazine. There's no magazine.
Oh, good. But also just never seen a gun before. Just like, wow. Like, yeah, like John Wayne, no?
My favorite part is this little half moon thing. Down here.
How'd you get so many off?
It's the magazine now. Get the magazine.
Still haven't got a snowshoe here yet. So
That's
I'm
sad.
about that.
I'm gonna pretend I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, it's snowshoe.
Snowshoe hare, rabbit.
Yeah,
Nice.
they are different.
Are they
I can't remember
smaller?
what it is. I think rabbits have like a burrow, and hares have like a hollow. They just like in grooves in the snow.
Oh,
They're
we're really
lazy.
splitting hairs.
Thank good one.
Very good. I think you have to end the podcast. now.
That's it.
That's the best
Okay,
joke
full
we
circle.
have.
Oh, I remember my name story. I have a cousin Blake.
What?
It was just okay. Oh,
I mean,
sorry. Elaborate.
Is it? Oh, you want me to tell him there's no more?
Is it me? Is this
So-
the trick.
So Cameron wants me to relay the information that his story that he quickly told.
Tell him it wasn't a story per se. It was more like an interjection.
I got you. The statement that Cameron interjected with was in fact not a long story. It was in fact just a one-off to relate himself to the group to feel as though he's one of us. Included, yes.
Yes.
Please. So if you could please respond in such a positive manner. Make sure your face shows it too. Sometimes you show your face.
Okay, give it to me one more time.
Yeah. He would like to hear your story again.
Yeah? Really?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. It's so crazy we all have all these name stories that we're dropping right now.
Yeah.
I've got a pretty good one, actually. So, your name is Blake, right?
True.
And you two are cousins?
Mm-hmm.
I have a cousin Blake.
Cool.
I said I have a cousin Blake.
That.
Cool.
Did I just come in on the end of the story?
Yeah.
You fill me in on the right in the beginning.
You want the beginning? You want the beginning? I.
Just heard have a cousin Blake and doing. I couldn't tell what the sentence.
All caught up.
There's no subject to this sentence.
Wait till the climax. Blake.
Yeah, we did that wrong.
Did you see this? This thing had a cover on it the whole time?
I did want to. I have that taser. It's right here in front of me.
What are
You would
you
just
guys-
touch it to that.
Yeah, I think so.
We're gonna.
I'm gonna do it fast.
All right. Oh, okay. You want to think about it? I'm thinking about it.
I'm gonna hold it and you touch it fast.
Oh, you know what?
I don't want
You
to.
know what? I'm touching foam. I think I'm good.
You're padded, man.
No, I don't want to be around you because you're gonna like
No, I'm just-
freak out punch.
Shoot, frick.
Why? Why would you wanna?
You didn't want to be here.
No,
You didn't want to be doing this.
I'm in the middle.
Why would you wanna?
And I believe this is plastic, and I believe that's foam.
I believe this.
I think I'm good to go.
Alrighty.
All right. No going back. Oh. I want to let you know I had no confidence in any of that.
I was
good.
fully confident the entire time. I always sit like this.
Yes.
For those of you listening, you should be watching.
For those of you watching,
You should be
good
listening.
boy.
Good boy. So you guys, you bounced around together a lot in your younger years. When did you leave? What age?
What time?
20? Would have been 20.
20. Oh, good God! You guys were brother cousins for until 20 years old.
Yeah. So let's think. We lived in Juneau together for like a summer.
Like the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
spelled different.
Was it just like it?
Yeah, she was in that movie too.
Yeah.
She's Elliot now.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in that movie.
You happy? Yeah.
I think I made my point here.
Continue, please.
Done.
He looks right at me. Continue, please.
Maybe.
And so what happened was she transitioned to Elliot because she was her name was
Ellen.
wasn't Elliot, it was
Ellen.
Ellen.
Yeah.
And so now it's Elliot.
Is this how they talk in Alaska?
Do we feel?
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna go there either.
Wait for Blake to do his Chinese accent.
Still trying to fit it in somewhere.
Then we'll go native after that.
I have a feeling you've practiced it and you're really good at it. That's what I'm thinking.
So good.
It's only offensive if you're bad at it.
Well,
I swear to God.
There's only so many offensive accents. Like if you do an Australian accent, you're totally fine.
Oh, I haven't been doing an Australian accent. It's not trouble at all. Now I get to say it at all.
Very good.
Especially
good.
when it's like decent.
That's pretty good. That's
Right.
Good. He's got Scottish.
Scottish. That's kind of tougher. I feel like when Aiden was here, it was a little harder because he actually like
He helps.
speaks Scottish.
Yeah, and he can do it loudly.
Aye.
Why are you whispering?
Oh, you want my loud one? I can do the I can make it. So I can make Scottish offensive. Offensive.
That's good too.
That's actually Gaelic. That's what they speak too.
yeah, very good.
Frick, that's Ireland. That's Ireland, isn't it?
Unfortunately.
Shit.
No editing on that. If you're just watching, you just saw this before.
The mouth was good though. The way it moved.
That's all I know about the Scots. Their mouth moves a bunch.
The way your jaw would come forward and back.
You'll see that usually with their beards. So you want to
It's like, man. Big jaw
the
muscles.
jaw down.
I forgot what we're talking about.
There are only a couple offensive
Yes.
Asian?
Asian would be
We'll name another one.
somewhat offensive.
I think it's just Asian.
Was it just Asian? Maybe if you're going like super cartoonishly Spanish. No.
Indian? Is Indian?
Indian, absolutely. You're right. Indian, absolutely. We're just naming offensive things. This is great.
Think of another one.
Here's a list of things white people do that upset people.
I love when Blake comes to visit.
A lot of offensive things I'd like to get off my chest here. In this
Yeah.
very open format where there's heavily edited, right?
The Polacks. What's going on with them?
Yeah. Go.
Is that a slur or is that like actually a thing? Polish, right? Polish? Polak?
I think it's a slur.
It's gotta be. It's simply
The fish is Polak.
I literally use Polak as a joke about old people thinking of slurs that just don't work.
And you're,
I never heard like a Polish joke until like I feel like I was at least an adult.
Oh, really?
And I was like very confused. I was like, what are these Polak jokes? I didn't get it. I don't know. I guess that's true for any race.
hey Siri.
Like specific racial.
Hey Siri, tell me a racist Polak joke.
Oh no.
List me the top 10 racial slurs. Out loud.
Do you think she would?
Oh.
She has to, right?
She has to do it my every beck and call.
That's right.
Try
I
it.
just want to
No,
know.
no, you should try it on yours.
Did you want it to be monetized, or I didn't know if this
Oh,
was
we
a
don't make
concern?
money.
We don't make money off any of our stuff, really.
Ah, yeah.
We're in it for the funsies.
Oh.
Sometimes not the funsies.
Sometimes other things.
Sometimes just the bad accent.
Let's see. Hey Siri, name the top 10 racial slurs.
No.
Yeah. No, she didn't even respond. You know how she didn't even respond? She goes, here's what I found on the web. She didn't even say, here's what I found on the web.
Here's what someone else wrote.
It's not my web.
Here's what Safari found.
I didn't make this.
My hands are off.
I just
Pull up Google
peruse
Chrome. Here's what Google Chrome found.
That's very good. Ask Jeeves.
This guy's a jerk.
Man, I ain't asking him shit.
But no, we lived off and on. Juneau, you were with us for like summer, but then as an adult, how old were you when you moved in when we lived in North Pole?
19.
Were you an adult? You were 19?
You guys lived in the North Pole?
I still live in the North Pole.
You live in the North Pole?
North Pole, Alaska,
How do you
not a
not know
joke.
this?
Say again?
How do you not know this?
Did you save my number?
Yes, I did.
Oh, too bad. Okay.
Why?
Well, when I call you, it would just say North Pole, Alaska on there.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't save your number like your name in there
He
yet.
totally lied to me.
Call it.
Just
Call
say
it.
my number.
yeah.
He said,
Do I have your number? I asked you for your number, all right? You can't be mad at me.
He writes them down in his notes.
Call Cameron Domasky.
I asked him for his number. You can't be mad at me.
Domansky.
I know, I almost did say that.
Wireless caller. Nice, dude. So you lied to me. Oh, shoot.
No.
I'll edit that out.
You can edit that.
I'm so sorry.
It is my real estate number, so anyone could probably find it.
Oh, I'll leave it in then.
Yeah,
right?
if you want real estate,
You might not want to leave it.
nothing else.
I'll leave it in.
Just real
If
estate.
you're looking for property in Alaska, call him. I'm leaving it in.
Even not in Alaska, it's fine.
All right.
Even not in Alaska?
Yeah, I can help you.
Where else? Oh, just help a... Okay.
Because I can get you an agent, a good agent. Self-plug.
I'm leaving it in. This is great.
Now,
This is good.
I don't know.
what's my number out loud?
But when people have your address, shut your mouth.
They
right
know
now.
where we are right now.
They know where we are currently, dude. I'm sleeping here tonight, dude.
Oops. No reason. You have so much to protect yourself.
I actually do.
If someone broke in today, that'd be the worst choice possible.
Can you imagine?
Just this way. I'm still... Maybe...
I walk...
Stop.
Yeah, stop right there. The new Star Wars movie, when everything's dark and then the saber lights up. They walk up and I have a gun, two friggin' what is it called? Tasers.
Stun gun.
And then your
chose-
zipper goes down slowly.
Zip. Wrong house, my dude. Now this, I'm gonna enjoy. Bring my steak stick.
You tase yourself. Yes.
Now this, I'm gonna like piss myself.
Yeah. Blake actually has a podcast.
Yeah, all about Fairbanks. Much less... No real offensive stuff has come up even once.
That's
Really?
That's
Even
honestly.
once.
You were saving it for
I'm
us?
saving it just for you
Oh,
guys.
thank you, dude.
You're telling me you haven't once done a Chinese accent on your podcast.
I haven't once done a Chinese accent.
It's funny, you tried twice in the past 20 minutes already. It's all about Fairbanks?
No, it's Fairbanks year-round.
Fairbanks.
Be the greatest viewership I have whenever this comes out, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Year round. Thriving in Alaska. Blake, there we are.
That's the one.
You guys are rocking a 5-star rating.
It's got to be just one person who
It's
wrote.
9
it's
people.
9.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
that's
never look
9
at that.
people that said yes. 5
Wonderful,
stars.
wonderful to hear.
This is awesome. Oh, I thought it said 3 hours and 29 minutes. I was like, what do you talk about on this podcast? Is it just you?
Mostly, no, I bring people in, so it's just me and a guest, and generally maybe there's one other person. But yeah, we just talk about like business, people in the community. It's nothing too exciting.
All right, we're on your podcast. Go
Okay.
interview us.
Yeah, Luxton.
Oh, what brought you to Fairbanks?
You.
This podcast.
I heard there's good Chinese.
Do you want to get Chinese after this?
I've heard great.
I've only heard good things. We do have maybe the greatest Chinese restaurant. No,
That is
it
no
really
lie. It
but
is very
people
good.
really like the Chinese restaurant there. We're the unofficial Thai capital. I'm just moving on here. Cameron, bring it back.
Cameron's not gonna let you.
It's so funny. You guys want to get Chinese after this? And then you turn off the podcast and you just drop your accent. I said, I wanted to get Chinese after this, dude.
You want to get down some Chinese?
Oh, man, that's very funny. Oh, God. Okay, I'm sorry, continue. Okay.
Okay.
You said community, so financial stuff, business, and community. Like your community, is it Fairbanks?
Fairbanks is like the main city of like Sacramento, except it's not nearly as big compared to where we're at, wherever that is.
Gotcha,
I don't
okay.
know
And
how
you're
much
just-
people know about where this is.
And you're just outside of Fairbanks?
Yeah, so North Pole is just outside of Fairbanks. But yeah, I sell real estate in Fairbanks and North Pole all over the area. So Fairbanks is like the big area though. So.
Is North Pole the name of your city?
Yes, it's North Pole, Alaska. That's what I thought would come up on the phone. But like we have a legit Santa Claus house, which is dope as can be. It's really cool. Santa Claus is there like 40 hours a week, ready to grant wishes.
That great, whatever he does. Raise from the dead on Easter.
I'm not the one that you rub. You don't have to keep doing that.
Fat man, give me good luck.
Not a genie.
Wrong lore.
Hey, is that guy? Does he dress like a fat man? Isn't that really offensive?
I think he's. I don't know.
He's
I
fat.
think he's actually fat.
It's gonna sound bad. He's not like a huge overweight guy, but he's like an old dude with a big white beard. Looks just like Santa Claus. His wife is legit like Mrs. Claus. There is a guy who is a monk who changed his name legally. This is not the guy that's at the Santa Claus house. Who changed his name legally to Santa Claus. He ran for mayor. He won
In Alaska.
in North Pole,
Oh my
Alaska.
God.
Yeah. We have another town. This just reminded me. We have another town that has like very few people that a cat has won the mayorship over and over.
I heard this one. This was
Yeah.
in my video. The
Healy, I think, or where-
Stranger's Facts, True or False.
Oh.
Do you remember this? And a cat won mayor. I actually know about this one.
Yeah, does a great job. Like 100% approval rate as far as I know.
Wow.
Yeah, no one has a problem.
No one's got an issue with it.
He was an issue. You go in, you visit him in his office. Everyone comes out of there. Please just punch.
Mr. Buttons was in a good mood today.
Probably the name. Yeah.
Or they go in pissy and they come out with marks.
I got spade.
And then they keep their mouths shut after that.
And then they tell everyone they're happy with it. But no, yeah, North Pole. It's actually really cool. I love the area, like legitimately. But
I'll see pictures after this podcast.
yeah, they have fudge there. They sell fudge.
That's why Santa's fat. I get it now. Okay.
Yeah, Santa Claus house, ornaments, all the things. Trying to think of something more interesting. For crazy weather, we could talk about that. People always love to hear about the weather.
What's the coldest you've ever been in?
The coldest I've ever been in. Snow.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So there is a club you can join.
They'll keep you alive.
No, keep you alive. That it's called diesel heating fuel. No, but there is a big sign out by. There's lots of signs that tell like the temperature. I don't know. Is that a normal thing everywhere? Like if you drive by a bank, does it tell you the temperature?
Once in a blue moon. Actually, I think it's just like snow places, basically.
Yeah, people don't care here because it's
And
always
maybe-
the same. It's like
maybe
I can't believe
Arizona-
it's 68 again.
Maybe Arizona because it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
115.
So there is a big sign that's down by ground level at the university, and you join the 40 below zero club. By any time it shows 40 below zero, you go out there in your swimsuit or your underwear and take a picture at 40 below. So the coldest I've been in is when I did that, it was 52 below. And that was pretty cool. That was I was awake afterwards for sure.
It sounds nippy.
It's a little nipply.
Something wild is it's 100 degrees colder than what it was our coldest today.
Yeah. No. What was our coldest today?
Our
Yeah,
coldest today
that'd be
was
pretty
around
close.
50, low 50s.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you have big swings, sometimes not always, but we had one, I remember in particular, we hit 50 below, the next day it was 50 above, like had this weird warm spell. So we had a 100-degree temperature change in 24 hours.
What kind of meteorological event had to occur?
I don't know what that one was. That was a weird one. It's not usually like that, but it will move. Like we have so much range because you'll get up, the hottest we'll get is like maybe 80, so it's not like super hot, but you go, 80 to 50 below in a year's cycle. Again, like compared to California, you go like 40 to 110 or something.
Right,
Which
in
is
a
still
year.
pretty good.
In a year that happens.
Well, yeah, usually it's a year for us as well. Like we're not hitting 80 degrees.
I'm genuinely concerned about the day switch. That just
The snow melting
yeah,
just immediately in the
100-degree difference in what, 12 hours?
No, that's just like, that was a weird one. That doesn't
I
happen
know!
every day. Oh, okay.
I'm well aware that's weird.
as well.
That was my entire point.
I just don't want you thinking it happens every 12 hours. We're like swinging back and
No,
forth
no,
or
no,
something.
That can't be good, right?
It's hard up there. I think the hardest part on people really is the lack of sunlight. So that's the other part, is it's really cold. And depending on how far north you go, but in North Pole, the shortest day is like 4 hours long. So at 10 in the morning, the sun comes up. At 2 in the afternoon, the sun goes down.
Suck me.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
No.
Brandon knows I'd die. Like, I really couldn't do that.
Yeah, so it's pretty rough for people. The cold is its own thing, but then so you have, that's of course when it's the coldest, it's also the darkest. So you're inside a lot. But then in the summertime, it's the opposite. You have 4 hours where the sun sets, but it doesn't get dark. So it's midnight, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and it feels like, right when the sun sets, but it's still light out. Like that's as dark as
It's
it
like
gets.
a summer 7:30.
So nobody sleeps.
So odd.
All of
It
your
is
projects are to be done then. Not all of your outdoor, but a lot of your outdoor stuff you're doing in the summer. And you just, it's, imagine trying to sleep with, if your blinds aren't good and the light coming through, it always feels like daytime. So it's a nice cycle.
How do you not lose your mind?
They do.
Yeah, a lot of people do. There is a lot of depression that is caused by the darkness.
It is very prevalent.
Yeah.
Right.
Happy lights are like a real thing. You've seen those?
Yellow,
Yeah, people just sit in front of them, like drink their coffee or whatever. I'm not an issue. I like the cold. Dark doesn't bother me.
All right.
So far, not been an issue. If you dress, we were talking about it. If you dress for it, like, you're totally fine, in my opinion. But
And he did well when we pepper sprayed him. He's like,
Yeah, you're resilient.
and he's
I
the
got out. I
champion.
think I got out first.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion.
Okay, all right. Zombie apocalypse. I'm picking you, 100%.
It
don't know about
is.
that.
It is refreshing to finally see a true Chinese Alaskan.
Oh my god. Now let's hear it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Speech.
So we're not gonna get it. Okay.
No, that was
Not yet.
that was such a good
It's whatever.
joke, fellas.
Yeah.
Couple more primes.
Yeah, I think we'll get him.
Prime
We'll tell him the camera's off.
Yeah, there we go.
Guys, let you know what happened next week. on
So
the
you guys
podcast.
used to record videos together, right? Or did you not record? Did you just do?
I don't know
funsies?
that we did.
I
I don't know if we had a camera.
You said something still on Facebook, right?
we have some on Facebook. So the ones where we would like run into the back of your house.
What camera were we using?
We had a handheld.
Oh, okay.
Oh, with the cassette in it?
Must have had a cassette.
Like
no,
VHS?
it would have been digital.
It would have-
We did
it
on
was digital.
Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was literally we would not like we used to film
I
with your
remember that.
cousin.
This is the house my dad's in now. You're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
And then when we filmed with
With my cousin.
your cousin,
Not your cousin.
Can we
but
say
your
the
cousin?
name or is it?
Joey.
Oh, I forgot about Joey. We were going to break Joey's arm. Do you remember that?
That's what I wanted to do with the
What?
ballistic dummy when it was here,
Oh, man.
but it didn't make it.
So Joey, what is this?
I want to go on Facebook.
Okay.
No, it was on my account that got deleted.
Oh, God, dude. We're bury the lead.
I'll find him.
So anyways, Joey had a dad, who would be my uncle, who wanted him to play football, like one of those dads. He did not want to play football.
Oh my God.
And so he just never went to tryouts or anything. So all summer long, he's supposed to be like doing off-season training.
And he
So
wasn't.
He would leave. He would go do whatever he wanted, and on the way back home, he would roll up all the windows and get really sweaty, turn off the AC in his truck, and get back and be sweaty and stuff. But then, of course, it came a time. So he's like, at our house, he's like, I need you to break my arm so I have a reason not to play. And so his idea was, we'll have two trees. I'm going to grab onto the tree. The other tree's going to be behind. Like, we could find one spaced enough.
Push.
And we're just going to, all you have to do is push.
Yep.
And you think, I was like, we can do this. We're kids. I was like, we can do this. You, like,
It's so hard to break a bone, dude.
It seems so easy.
no, like, they just, not
The
like
idea of doing
trying,
it.
the idea of doing it.
Oh, you mean like hyping yourself up to do it? I
We-
couldn't push. I couldn't do. Dude, there's no way.
like this.
Spoiler alert, we did not do it.
He wanted me to break his wrist by doing this.
See, you can do that. You can do it pretty easily.
It's
actually.
like this,
But
and then
bam.
literally crunching it that way.
Now I should break my wrist right now.
And this is what I did with Joey.
And you panicked. You sat there for how long?
I was like, I'm not breaking another.
can't.
I cannot
No.
physically break another
So-
person's.
Which is
Yeah.
funny, you could dovetail back to jiu-jitsu. Not to always talk about jiu-jitsu, but it's the greatest thing ever. Everyone should do it.
Grab his number. You text him about jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. So I get a referral fee every time someone does jiu-jitsu. What was I saying? Oh, we come to the limit of doing that all the time, but it feels like really terrible when you go too far, which I think anybody would agree to.
So you've gotten to. Did you get too close with Joey?
Have you broken a bone?
I've not broken anyone's bone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Talk about jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I gotcha.
No, I have definitely hurt Josh, who we talk about all the time. So my main rolling partner is way lighter than me, and just really bad at. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna listen to this.
Got it.
Josh doesn't watch this.
Listen to this one and feel bad. No, he's good. But yeah, there's been many times where the weight difference is like a big thing, and so like
Is it a big thing? Because I heard my buddy's jiu-jitsu. I far outweigh him. He showed me a bunch of stuff. He was like, "This is the one like hand-in-hand combat thing that you can do where weight doesn't really matter."
So I like to talk about martial arts all the time. So every martial art ever has the same exact origin story. Some kid, adult, whatever, was weaker than everybody else, had a blood sickness of some sort. And they developed the thing that is weight does not matter.
I see.
And I'm going to be better than you. And jiu-jitsu is as close as it comes, where if Brandon was well trained, he would beat an untrained me or he'd beat an untrained you.
Yes.
However, if we're both trained, different weights,
He's getting wrenched.
he's getting freaking wrenched. If we're
Okay.
both the same amount of skill, like strength is never not an asset. Like you should always be stronger.
Dang.
He's been telling me that since he got here.
You should always be stronger.
He's working out. Show me your abs. Show me your abs, dude.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Ooh, for those of you just listening, we did not see his ass.
He got an erection for
I
some
can
reason.
see the top floor. Side note, the hotel you got me, by the way, thanks. Great lighting everywhere. Everything's downcast lighting.
Ooh.
Walked without my shirt on, I was like, man,
Damn.
have you been working out? I was like, I can see some abs
Yeah,
for the
stuff.
first time in years.
You're welcome.
You want to roll?
I did that exact stance into the mirror. Yeah. But anyways, no, if you're stronger, you can be more skilled to beat someone stronger. It happens all the time, which
Right.
is really cool because a lot of things that is not the case. Like boxing, that would be really hard. You'd have to be
I would
really
never win
skilled.
against either of you.
I don't know if that's true, but
You're trained, I'm not trained, but
You smack me once and I'm
yeah.
I'm gone. I'll punch you once and you'll be like, that hurt.
stop hitting me.
Yeah, but everything you're trying to get to, for the most part, like it's an insult if you get done with a roll and someone's like, oh, "You're really strong." Like you feel like an insult. Like they're kind of telling you, like, the only reason you beat me is because you're stronger than me. It wasn't the skill thing.
Oh.
And yeah. Anyways,
Have you
Forgot
been
where I
told
was.
you're strong?
Yeah, I'm heavier than everybody. So it's a small community. I shouldn't say everybody, but most people. So I go to a couple different gyms. And it is kind of tough because everyone's like 160 pounds. It's a really weird weight in jiu-jitsu that everybody wants to be 160. I have no idea why, if it's just my community or if I'm just totally off base.
There's no sun. Everyone's inside.
We're
and
shriveling
sad,
away.
and you're burning too many calories to put on weight.
That's why jiu-jitsu is so great.
You're not supposed to live there.
Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Does remind me of, so Captain Cook went to Alaska, right? You know Captain Cook?
No.
Went to Hawaii, Alaska, has supposedly some treasure. Captain Cook's lost treasure.
What's going on right now?
A real guy. You don't know Captain Cook?
What are we doing, dude?
Back in the day of like when they're doing, I don't even know what time frame.
Write this down.
Yeah. Use treasure, you say?
Cook. Is that C-O-O-K?
Was that 3 or 2 O's?
C-O-O.
It's-
Is it the usual C-O-O-K?
Is he Asian?
So if you were to say hello, what
Yeah.
is
Oh my god.
God damn it. You didn't even mean to do that, did you?
So they go to Alaska. They bring dogs to do dog sledding.
I bet they do, buddy.
They do eat their dogs. I just want you guys to know. I don't know if that's going to add to this.
No.
Spoiler alert, some dogs do get eaten.
They have to.
Damn, dude.
I honestly would try dog.
I
Depends on the
mixed feelings.
dog.
Here's the thing: I have to go to an area in the world where it was like severely overrun by dogs, like just like dogs, like packs of dogs roaming the land and like a nuisance, like what do they call
Yeah,
it?
they bite kids.
They bite kids. They're evil. They're evil dogs too. Yeah.
What if they bite like racist people?
you can't eat those? You label them. They like
Yeah, because then you become racist. It's like vampire.
oh yeah, it's like zombie.
They've caught it already.
Yeah, they've caught the
they caught the
race.
racist.
Oh, do I want to finish my story now?
yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
Anyways,
So say
point
how does
was
it say
about not
lollipop?
living there. So he goes up there.
So sorry.
And it's just basically a bunch of white people. They're all like literally dying. This is like, again, the times of like ships and dog mushing and all that, which we still dog mush, but and they're going up there, they're dying, they're having like the worst time, if you can think of like just unprepared for what you're doing. And they're literally passing like these native villages that the kids are like playing in the snow and like living their normal lives.
with like a shirt on, maybe.
Well, I don't know how cold it was. They probably had the proper gear.
Nipples
whatever.
out.
But it's just like normal life. We can only hope. So when you say like no one should be living there, it's like it depends on where you come from, I suppose.
No, obviously.
I know you're
100%.
joking. I know you're joking, but I
I'm
just thought
not,
it was a cool
but
story.
And the native kids would
Hey, Captain,
play
Captain Cook.
and sound like.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Just the standard.
Have you ever had muktuk?
Yes.
Oh, that's stuff they cut up with that round tool, right?
Rubber.
Ulu.
Ulu. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never tried it, and we were up there.
I had it once when it had been frozen. It was really gross, and I was like, man, I would love to try this like actually prepared well.
Did you try it with
Yeah.
the soy sauce?
No, it was just like
That's
one
something
little
you-
tidbit that was still kind of half frozen. That
It's in the car for a day and a half.
Yeah, I'm basically getting thawed out. So I'm bummed about. They call it Eskimo ice cream, which Eskimo I don't think you're supposed to say anymore. By
You
the way.
can't say Eskimo.
Let me back that off. I don't know if they still call it that.
What's the correct nomenclature? Anyone know?
Native.
Native Alaskan.
Native Alaskan. Okay.
There's Alaskan Native, which would be like. Wait, did I get back?
White people born there.
I was born in Alaska. and
So you're
I was-
Alaskan Native.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, the Native
The
Alaska.
Native Alaska.
Yeah.
Yes, I always get it backwards. So I'm just white. If for those of you just listening.
What? Yeah, I was just listening.
And watching.
Very pale. Very pale.
Not Chinese.
No.
Not even close.
Not even close. For those of you watching.
So Captain Cook.
What are you watching?
So for
That's all I had about that story.
where is
What?
Where's the goods? Great storyteller. Leaves you wanting more.
You always want a little bit more.
Always leave wanting all of it.
So how many coordinates or? Did he have treasure?
You want to hear a good rat eating story?
Oh, new story, sure.
Yeah, so
Give me the first 9 words.
This is about Alaska.
And then stop.
So trapping was a huge thing. People still trap a ton, trapping animals, of course. And that's how they would make their living. They'd go off, you'd live at a trapping camp, whatever it was, a tent, whatever you made, and you just bring back like bukus of pelts. And that was like, you know, whatever. Like today's money, you brought back 40 grand of pelts, and that was your year's income.
Skins. Fur.
Oh,
knew that.
like of the animal.
Yes.
How quaint. I have boots of
So a guy goes out there. I don't remember any people. I just kind of remember these stories, and I always think they're a lot of fun. Goes out there, having a hard time or whatever. He's written this book, of course, after the fact. And they needed to trade a guy for, like, milk and flour or something. I can't remember what it was. And the guy's like,
Sounds like a dad trying to get
you
away.
can have all of my, like, things. Like, all, like, a sausage or whatever he'd brought, like his jerky. He said, all I need are rats. He's like, are you kidding me? So he would boil these rats.
What?
Boil these rats.
Are rats hard to find in Alaska if it's so cold?
You would think so. I don't know where this would be. This was like, maybe this is Canada. I could be getting confused, but we're definitely like in that zone, like that latitude there. So, and again, I wish I remembered names or anything, but I always thought it was hilarious that he just had this pot that always had rats in it, and he would just boil it up and eat as many as he wanted, and the boiled one would just remain. He would stick them in head first, and have their tail hung over the edge to hold them up. They're dead at this
And then
point.
rigor mortis would set in, so then it would just still hang on.
Yeah, it
the
would
side.
hang by that, and then he'd flip it over. I think I don't know what he would hold it with, but he'd cook that tail up too, because he liked the tail. So when he left that, he like brings as many as he can with him. He's like his ultimate delicacy. So it's not like, what a survival story. He's like, no, he traded his food away because he's like, rats are all I need, baby. And I think he needed milk because he liked to like put a little flour in with like the broth. The rat
I like
broth.
to make it a latte.
Oh my god.
Make it into a latte. I always like that story though, because it's so much better than just surviving off of rats. He was thriving.
Yeah, that's
on
sad.
rats.
No, he was living his best life.
He loved it, man.
What a day and age to be alive.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe I found that cook's gold, and now I can buy all the rats I want.
And now, I apologize. I think I misheard this part. Would he, like, boil them in oil, or would he just boil them?
In water. Not
Shut
frying them.
up, dude. He's just boiling the rat?
And the water, so the broth, yeah, I believe he would add like flour and milk to like thicken to like almost like a gravy consistency, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong. And then you'd have like a gravy dunked,
Latte.
like dunkers. Like you could sell those and just call them. Why don't we go around table and you present your best name?
Absolutely. I have to go first?
I don't have the chops that you guys
We're
have.
eating rat?
So you're at KFC. They have a new thing on the menu.
Yeah.
It's rats dipped in gravy. You get the whole vat of gravy though, so
Got
it's
it.
a lot of gravy.
Marsupial.
I cannot top that.
I don't think I get it.
Marsupial.
Oh,
That's wildly good.
I know it is. He's not impressed, so I'm
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed by it.
Because you want, like, a cute, quick name, like, I'm
I don't know.
Snackers.
You're gonna
gotcha.
have
Ratters.
Yeah.
There we go. You like that one better than marsupial? Get out of my face.
It's
Like,
not soup.
get out of my face.
Go ahead.
You got it?
Ratatots.
That's good.
Ratatots.
It's like Ratatat.
Yeah.
It's like Ratatots. That is good.
Ratatats.
Ratatots.
That is good.
And the slogan would be like, "You can dunk them. You can. And that's all."
Yeah, you can dunk them, man. It's rat.
You could eat a rat, and you can do a Chinese accent, but we don't recommend you do either.
No, the whole commercial to the Chinese accent.
It's still a rat.
I didn't want to interrupt for a second, but that's the end of the story, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So I touched something somewhere.
I saw.
You saw it when it started affecting me?
Yep.
I have rubbed.
Oh no.
Yep. I have rubbed pepper spray into my eye.
Oh man.
It was right here.
Yeah, dude. My
still kinda
hands are
discolored.
here.
My fingers have been in my mouth at least 42 times today, and I keep
picking.
picking my teeth, and it's just all in there, and my lips are still on fire.
All right, that's why you asked me earlier. Lips are fire. Okay, cool. I put it right in my goddamn eye. It's
58 minutes, Cameron. Can you make it a
Holy
minute and a half?
I think I can.
Oh, that was so fast.
It is growing
Can we go 2 hours?
more by the second. Oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
dude.
the second one will be an hour, and that's...
I'll just slowly puff up. For me, just listening.
Marsupial.
Marsupial.
I gotta give it to you.
All right. It's good.
I guess the problem is because you're thinking it's boiled.
I got
rat.
it. Rodunks.
Rodunks.
Ah, there it
Rodunks.
is.
That's
very
what I
good.
was looking for.
Very good.
That was satisfying.
I will still be thinking of this when you two go home.
Yep.
I'll be in bed with my beautiful hot wife.
And you'll be
thinking of
texting us.
rat puns.
Speaking of dead boiled rat puns.
Yeah. I sure will.
I'll be alone in a hotel room.
I will text you, don't you worry. Here's 10 more.
Here's 10 more.
What?
No, honestly, Road Dunks was very good.
Rodunks.
I couldn't think of any, so.
I was trying to do one better and I couldn't. Give us your best one. Best one.
Dunker rats.
Okay, so
rats?
you are thinking more of like just straight up like catchy, like marketing stuff.
Yeah, like Dunker rats.
Yeah.
Dunker rats.
Hey, I like that. Put that on a t-shirt. Yeah, and we're thinking of puns.
And yeah, you're like, all right, here we go.
We're doing word
Rat tail dip gravy. It's catchy.
You can hold it on your finger. It's still a rat, though. Yeah,
Shoulder rat.
Every ad ends with "It's still a rat."
It's still definitely a rat,
It's
though.
just rat.
That should be KFC's in the first place, to be honest with you.
It's just rat.
These are meaty rats. That could also be the slogan.
Yeah.
Like these are, what'd you call it again? Say it again.
Rodunks.
Rodunks. These are meaty rats.
These are meaty
Yeah,
rats.
I like that.
I think we've created a...
Those are some meaty
No,
rats.
probably shouldn't.
Nah, absolutely not. But we could make literally tens of dollars.
Honestly,
$10.
if it were successful enough, it could become international. Like, what would our
Oh
Chinese
my God.
commercials sound like? If you were gonna say, "Oh wow, these rats."
Yeah, I like these rats a lot.
Hello, these rats.
Hello. What the hell's?
Hello. I like these rats a lot.
Pretty please.
I'll
This rat.
come back to that. I'll circle back.
All right,
I'll circle back.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
think about it.
You'll be here for a week, right? We'll have more podcasts.
Yeah, we'll get it out of
Yeah,
you.
yeah, we'll get it out of you.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, go check out his podcast for sure, by the way.
Podcast.
He does it on there.
I keep touching my mouth.
Stop!
It's on fire.
I've touched my eye 3 more times.
It hurts so bad. My ear is ringing from like pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun because they don't know what video we recorded before this either.
You can't really even tell.
That's the fun.
Normally they can. They get a preview of our video.
Yeah, they can't tell though. It's always like questionable.
Yeah, I mean, there's arrows in the wall in the background.
I've slowly dug these in further and further throughout the podcast.
As you're getting more stressed out, I was trying to make you do an accent.
You guys are so funny.
I have a family, dude. Stop.
I got a family. I gotta feed.
Now we're just gonna eat a rat. Hope the kids like rat dunks. Rodunks.
Road dunks. There
Yeah.
we go. Or ratatats.
Ratatats.
There's gotta be something with like ratatouille in there.
Ratatats is...
Ratatats were good. Maybe that's
Ratatouilles.
as good as ratatatties. Isn't that like a drink, like a hot toddy? You could drink it.
You could drink a rat.
Man, you could do so much to rats.
I didn't know rats were so fuckable.
That's the end of that.
Why?